something. Tell me something, yes. I'd like to teach you. And I need some lessons. I need to give it all. I try to live, but I can't. I don't know why I've got the wall. Drop me out of my mind. Don't need no other body. Don't need no other body. Only you feel my body. Only you feel my body. You don't need no other body. Then I be the mess of my mind. I me the big free of the mind. Say your body talk to me nice. Say now I love you didn't need for your life. Yeah, I love to be like. Say every day together, yeah, day and night. Yeah, if I leave you go by. Yeah, if you leave I go love me up back, baby. Love me up back, baby. As you're whining up back, baby. So crazy. Love me up back, baby. Girl, you want me, baby. I just wanna let you know. Oh, baby, don't need no other body. Don't need no other body. Only you feel my body. Only you feel my body. You don't need no other body. Hey, baby, help me be certain. No one again. No one same way. I took the morning, but what you don't know, I just wanna get you beside me. Give me all you need, give me all you need, give me all you, give me all you need, give me all you need, give me all. Make I give you all you need, every touch you need, give you all. Make I give you all you need, baby. Yeah, you don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel my body. Only you feel my body. Yeah. You don't need no other body. Girl, I want you there. Girl, I want you there. I need to reach your love. Oh, oh, oh. I need that. I want you there. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, girl, I know you there. Oh, oh. Hey, Royal Gladiators. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Stu Quimby's Thoughts. I'm Stu Quimby, and this is my channel. We are considered the Royal Gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. I hope that everybody is having a blessed day. I hope you rested well. And I hope that everybody's safe and sound. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Me, not in a good mood, but I'm pushing through, and I'm gonna continue to do so until I can't no more. Okay, what I'm going over today is January 27th and 28th, and like I say all the time, January is Life Month. A couple of days away from my birthday. Oh Lord. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a blessed and beautiful day. I hope your week has turned out well. Hope you enjoyed your weekend and all that good stuff. Let me get on down to reading January 27th. Life will work for me when I realize I am totally, completely, and fully responsible for what goes on in my life. Okay. One of the greatest challenges is crediting a joyful, peaceful, and abundant life
is taking responsibility for what you do and how you do it. Sorry about that. Something caught me in my peripheral. Um, where was I at? Okay. As long as you as long as you can blame someone else, be angry with someone else, point the finger at someone else, or something else, you are not taking responsibility for your life. Sure, things happen. It is abundantly true that there are situations, circumstances, social constructs, and common elements that can and do affect you. It is your responsibility, however, to determine how and how long they affect you. Apparently, I needed that today. It is easy to find reasons not to be responsible. In fact, many of us are not aware of how we do it or that we do it at all. Not taking responsibility for your life means blaming, finding cause, excuses, and reasons for what is going on in your life as if that had nothing to do with you. Not taking responsibility means crying and complaining about the good that is not happening, while making very few efforts to determine that it will happen. Not taking responsibility means asking someone else to do for you the things you must do for yourself and being angry when they don't do it. It cannot be said loud enough or enough times. Your life is your responsibility. Think of the ways, think of it this way. If you cannot be responsible for your life, how can you expect to be responsible for a good thing you want to receive? Mm. Until today, you may have held others responsible or blaming external situations and circumstances for the condition of your life. Just for today, be devoted to surviving your life. Identifying the areas that are dysfunctional, challenged, or simply not, or simply nor as you would have them be. Make a list of all the things you can do to create the needed change. Make a plan to execute the things that you have put on your list. Today I'm devoted to taking full responsibility for everything that is going on in my life. Ooh, that is deep. That's deep. And I say that because we all know we all go through things in life. And sometimes a lot, I say 50-50. Sometimes it could be our problem. We have to take responsibility because if we don't, we also may be missing something that happened and don't quite understand. Like, wait a minute, like I did all, like I be feeling sometimes like I did this, I did that, I did this. Okay, I take responsibility for my actions for this issue. I'm not speaking up sooner or anything like that. But sometimes you just have to let go and give it to God. It is a good thing now to write down the list of things that bother you, or people that bother you, or situations that cause issues in your life. My list is kind of long. Well, not that long, but long enough. Um, because I'm one of those people that have had issue with somebody for a very, very long time. And not because I did anything to them. It's just because they keep messing with me. And they affected my life in a big way. So I'm still sitting here having conversations with God about that as well. And I take full responsibility for me not going forward sooner. Um, me not being being overly um what is it? Being overly aware of my situation. And I learn now not to take other people lightly. That could come from work, that could come from friends, that could come from associates, so-called friends. It could go for a lot of people. So I know now with a lot of things that some things it's like, oh, okay, I accept that and I'm gonna let it go. But then you always have that part in your mind, it's like, wait a minute, because I still didn't do anything wrong. So I feel like I should have that situation rectified by people over them people because they're not taking it serious. If y'all understand what I'm saying. But yeah, we all have to take responsibility for our actions and sometimes our reactions if they go beyond where they need to go. But sometimes you just got to hold your breath and breathe and count to 25, 30, 50 if you need to just to calm your brain down so people don't drive you crazy. But anyway, let me get on to 28th. Life will work for me when I realize I cannot change what I believe as long as I believe it. Ain't that what I just said? Almost, but I didn't say it in those words. At the center of every problem, the answer is present. In the midst of every challenge, there is comfort, guidance, and relief. In the midst of illness, there is healing. At the brink of disaster, there is salvation. God is the answer. God is the comfort you seek, the guidance that you need, the healing you have prayed for, and the saving grace in all situations. If, however, you have problem believing in God, you will be challenged to find the answer, feel the comfort, and receive the healing, or be saved from disaster. God is the ascent. God is the essence of life, always present, always knowing, forever giving us exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. Unfortunately, far too many of us believe that God only provides for the good people because God likes them for being good. And if you believe that we have not always been good, chances are we also believe that God is not always blessing us. Nothing could be further from the truth. God is the grace in which we live. God does hold us accountable for the things that we have done and does not see our actions as a reason for punishment or abandon us. God expects us to learn from and grow through our enormous beliefs and actions. He expects us to rely on and run to him slash her when our way does not work. When we believe that God requires a certain thing to be done in a certain way at a certain time, we know we have not done it. We will have difficulty feeling the presence of God when we need it. Until today, you may have told yourself that you were not worthy of being God's presence. Just for today, be devoted to believing in and receiving the presence of God in your heart, mind, and life. Stand before a mirror. Look deeply in your own eyes and ask the question. Turn over the illness. Present the challenge. Request the comfort. Express heartfelt gratitude by believing that God is present with you right now. Today I am devoted to believing in the presence of God. Now, like I said, there's a lot of people don't believe in God. I get it. I understand it. And I respect it that I can't tell somebody what they need to believe in, okay? But I know God is real and I know God keeps us covered. Just like I look at Queen Melody Street Rogers and I say that woman and her children are covered. And I pray that God continues to bless them and keep them safe. But she is so covered by God's, you could see the glow off her face in her smile when she looks at her children. So many people have so many wonderful things to be thankful for and grateful for, but they take advantage or they don't see the blessings that are in front of them. And like I said, God knows everything. He knows it before we before it happens, before we even know it's gonna happen. God knew it before we were born. That's why they say God knew us before the womb. Because God pick and choose what child to send to who. I say that all the time to my friends. They be like, "Why do you say that?" Because that's God's choice. God made that decision. Only people that were artificially inseminated and picked and chose what baby to make. That's different because God didn't make that baby. Um, Even if the baby came from love, that's just not what His plan was. Like I said, I understand science and all that, and I understand God gave scientists the gifts to create certain things, but I don't believe. This is my personal belief. I don't believe God put in place and allowed scientists to do His job with creating children. That's just me. I'm happy and ecstatic for anyone that couldn't have a child on their own and they were able to have a child, a surrogate or whatever. I'm happy for them. I'm just saying it's different. It's just a little different with giving birth to a child that you made out of love, you and a father, than having IVF. That's what it's called. I couldn't get it out of my mind. But anyway, but that's still a blessed child because God is still going to protect that child and everything won't look at that child any different because he's still a child. That child, he or her is still a child of God. I'll just talk about the science behind it. That's all. But I hope y'all enjoyed these two daily devotions. And like I said, January is Life Month. Hope you enjoyed them. Please leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit your notification bells on all so it lets you know when I upload a video or when I go live. I thank y'all for coming to rock with me for a little bit. I hope you enjoy Replay Gang. Please hit us up. Let us know you came through. And with that being said, y'all, it's a Stu Queen Beyond. Have a blessed one.